Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tub Talk, where we talk about MSF and the craziness that is baby. Not so much. Not lately. This is episode 2. We think either 9 or 10. I'm going for 9. She thinks 9. So we're going to say 9 for now, but if it's 10 on there, you know we were wrong. Yeah.
Stay tuned to episode 9.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to turn the jets off for a while and get down to it. So, we have had no incidents in, I want to say, like 6 or 7 days. So, well, I mean, we got the milestone rebate. They did that today. Event issue resolved.
The extra monthly event pieces.
Monthly event pieces, because they didn't make that enough for normal peeps to get to a spot that was handy dandy. But yeah, I mean that's really it, which is pretty damn good. I mean, as of late,
we have 3 days left to the monthly event, and still haven't finished it.
Yeah.
And counting it up, there's not enough.
Maybe
shards left in the milestones.
But they could give 5,000 of those things away a day. We don't know in the web store.
They give 500, I think.
But they can change it to 5,000. Is what I'm saying. They can just change it. So we don't know.
It's weird that it's getting to that point where previously 4 months ago we were finishing it with almost a week to go.
Yeah.
And then we were banking it.
Yeah, same kind of thing as Strike Pass or Battle Pass. We're finishing it early.
We're lucky to be barely finished.
Does it have a leaderboard attached?
Yeah. Monthlies do. The rest of these, it's kind of nice. They're not having leaderboards attached, so they have the whale stones.
Yeah.
So if you can grind your way to the end, and then you get the big reward.
Yeah, I absolutely like that. You don't have to
worry about who got there first and who spent more. Am I going to get the 3 diamond? Am I not?
If you're listening in chat, in whatever you want to call this, out there in YouTube land, put in the comments, do you rather them having leaderboards attached to this, or do you rather them not and just having milestones you can grind and then whale stones at the end?
Yeah. Well, what they need to do, which I can understand why they're not, is they need to remove the caps. The cap on Ice Cylinder.
Yeah.
How much we get from spending that.
Yeah.
But they're not, because the whales and others have so much bank.
Even free to play.
They could double dip. Yeah, even free to play.
The free to play that just sit there on arena and make sure they're number 1 through 10 every single day.
Yeah, and
bank
then
those
hoard
things
and stuff, and keep hoarding for level increases and just hoard and barely spend.
Yeah.
But I can see why they don't do it that way. They're forcing you to spend. You can't grind your way to it. But I don't know. I think it's nicer because then I don't have to look at the leaderboard.
Right.
Who's where and look at the ungodly amounts of money people are spending on worthless things.
It's definitely a double-edged sword, because I can see why they're doing it, and I can see why the other way was more beneficial to them as well.
Yeah. Well, they would get the panic spenders, and the people, well, where might I place? Might I, if I spend a little more?
And if I spent $20, maybe I'm going to be in that top 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever it is. And so you would get that, whereas this, it's like,
Now you know, okay, I spend $20, I'm getting 3 diamond.
Which I think, honestly, is better for the consumer, because you know what you're getting out of this. Yeah. It's not a chance that somebody that wants to spend more can bump you out and you're number 2001 and you're screwed.
And they bump you out with like seconds to go.
Yeah. So you don't even have a chance to respond. This is, I got there, I'm done, I completed what I needed, and I got what I wanted.
And if you're lucky, you didn't even have to spend. Most people,
hopefully, oh my gosh,
they weren't going to spend their way there.
Yeah.
And they pulled it out of one of the 4 orbs we got for free.
In my baby account, I don't even have Mephisto, and I got a 3 diamond Mephisto. I haven't met 7 reds either. And I'm not going to get him a 7 reds because I'm not buying in that account. I was so pissed. I was like, oh my god. I wanted that on my main. I didn't want that there.
Yeah, I pulled a 2 diamond.
Beggars can't be choosers.
And even still, a 2 diamond now dies more than he was before in Arena.
Yeah, which I don't understand why. It does seem like as you level characters up, like they actually die faster. And I was thinking maybe it's percentage-based damage, but I don't think that there's percentage-based damage with anybody that's there in Arena. So I really don't know. I really don't understand what it could be.
The extra shards I pulled on, because I did Patriot, I got him to a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. I upped him a star, so that should get me another 100,000 points on Monday's war
Right.
to then do that. But it sucks to have to wait that long.
Yeah.
Like, at least I'm like, okay, well, I have Friday. I'll finish the milestone then. Now it's like, ugh, are we gonna get another war with these milestones?
Yeah, you have to count days.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, put war back to 3 days a week.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Like,
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Just stop putting so many events that cause people to have to do things. If you want to be an alliance that is very war, footloose, and fancy free, that only do 2 real wars a week and take one off, then that's fine. That's their choice. Don't make all of us have to do that. The ones that actually enjoy it. And we use one if we get behind by a bunch. We're like, all right, go ahead and just practice your stuff,
Yeah.
and see how it is. And we kind of do that a little bit, but you have wars like today where I thought we had a chance to win. Well, I mean, we board cleared, and then they were more efficient than us because we had a lot of people do a lot of stupid things.
Which that's where the stupid, you get 1 point for board clearing? No, you should get more than that for board clearing first. But,
Yeah.
if you board clear first, it should have been technically an auto win.
Well, I mean,
And
honestly,
it used to be,
I think a board clear 24 points is fair. There's 24 players,
Yeah.
and 24 points.
Point person.
Yeah, that makes somebody have to make up for that with 12 attacks being perfect
Yeah.
on the other side over what you were. And I think that's a good spot to be. And it makes sense. The 1 point doesn't really make much sense
No.
because you're not going to have a perfect versus perfect war. And if you do, boy,
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of those lines.
that's crazy. Either that's crazy or that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because either you all are super high on offense and have barely any defense, or it's all shield teams. And you're just going against the other team. Like one of the two
Yeah,
of
it's
those
just
things.
crazy because we board cleared first, so they got to see, okay, what do we need to do? And because they were spenders, huge alliance, they could
Yeah, the
then go
block.
in and, wait until the last hour and then board clear the rest of the rooms and know, okay, you can't lose X amount of battles.
Right.
You have to be efficient, so use the biggest and best counter, and they can be more strategic about it.
Yeah. We don't give a shit about your personal things and getting your liberty points. You go in and you win or else.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know inside that alliance what it was, but I mean, it could have been something like that. I know I was kind of frustrated with some people doing, we had a lot of people do that. They just burnt attack with liberty and got a loss.
Unbuilt, just brand new,
Unbuilt.
freshly unlocked, rolling
Off
them on a
target.
team.
Like, just got a loss, and it's like, what are you doing? This is the reason why we lost the war, is because of these 5 attacks.
You used 5 attacks, 1 tune per team, just to get points.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad. God, that would have been horrible. But I mean, in our case, we had 4 people do that, where they just threw it on the teams, and they ended up losing with those teams because they weren't the proper counter. And it's like, all right, and then a couple of dum-dums, making mistakes or trying stuff, which I'm fine with the trying stuff, but there's a time to and a time not to. If we would have known we're going to lose anyways, that's the time to. But when we're actually in a war that we could win, you should be doing what you need to do, not just throwing stuff out there.
And at this point, with only 2 wars, what's that going to do to war season if you win 1, lose 1?
Yeah, because if you're screwing,
you used to be able to win 2, lose 1.
Yeah, it's not a mess around.
50%.
Yeah, it's not a messing around. You got to get it done.
Now every war means that much more, so you're putting that much more pressure on people when they have real life.
I didn't see what the war results were. I want to go look and see how many points we got, because it was a big punch up, so we might have got more war season points than they did by losing. There's a possibility. We've done that before. Got more war season points by losing the match than they did by winning the match. It's very possible that's because it was a big punch up. They were thick. Well, this is the first 10 million power teams I've seen.
Yeah.
And then we saw 3 of them. So, and then quite a few 9s. That's pretty impressive. Consider we have 0 on our side. Our biggest team is 8 million.
Yeah.
We're seeing 10 millions on the other side. That's huge. And we saw 3 10s and, gosh, 4 or 5 9s.
Yeah.
It is
And then
insane.
because the milestone for Infest, they had unbuilt purple geared infest.
Yeah, just slotted in.
Like, because they never built them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I gave a win to one of those. My fault! My fault! Man, if I'd had my lizard built up a little bit more on that account, that's my junior account. Like, it's the lowest one. It does not belong in Earth, but I'm limping it along to be up there to help out the Alliance. I'm doing everything I can to build raid teams first so I can get in their raids. Now I'm building war teams now that I'm okay with the raid teams, so
Yeah.
I used to have 500
There's just nobody
gold
to
orbs.
bring up, and nobody
Yeah.
wants to be. Now
Yeah, and
I want to
even
be
if
an even higher alliance than that.
even if I do want to bring up people, they don't have the know-how in war really to hang with what we expect people to hang with. We have a couple people that we brought up that are losing quite a lot of matches because they're not used to the punch-ups that we see.
But they're learning,
But
and they're
they're
like, okay,
learning.
noted, I will do this
Yeah.
next time.
And
I
so,
will
like,
try
this time,
that.
like, I'm giving them kudos for attacks I did. Like, this was a good choice.
Yeah.
Good job. Nice punch-up. And then we have people that we've had forever that's like, hey, this is the team, and they're choosing not to use that team and using other stuff. And it's like, you're going to blow 3 attacks with that
Losing
team
out
versus
of time
one.
on a, what was it, an extreme and losing?
No, it was on
Or
Infest.
infest.
And it was with Peggy. Yeah.
And then there was another one, whatever he used. Oh, the rest of the team against an extreme. The rest of Liberty with
Liberty.
Phoenix and some.
Yeah, and lost to an extreme on a 8 million versus 3 million, and extreme whooped it. He's like,
Yeah, he had an 8 million team.
well,
He thought
there's
he
a
could just
problem.
go in with sledgehammer and
Yeah,
no.
it doesn't work that way. There's reasons why we have certain counters and why I worked my butt off trying to get those counters put so people can follow, and when people don't, it's a little frustrating, but I mean, I understand it's a game. This isn't a lifestyle. This isn't whatever. It's a game. Play,
It
have
would be
fun, do what
easier
you want.
if there was a way, while you have the game going, to be able to look.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a war chart, something you have
Without
in the
having to have a
game,
separate screen, a separate
you know,
device. And,
or labeling save squads.
right.
This team could be used for this team for that,
Right.
but we can't label save squad.
Yeah, that'd be nice to be able to name our save squads. That would get rid of a lot of stuff. So I can name this save squad beats blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's the name of my team.
Short of making it on MSFGG, going in, creating your war things, putting in all your war counters,
Yeah.
and sharing that with the alliance. Here's your teams. Here's their layouts. Number
It's
one
just
at
a
the
lot of
top
work.
team, get it. And it's not easy.
And it's not easy, and then when people don't use it, you get so frustrated
Yeah, because you put in so much.
because I put in so much
Just like
work.
the infographics. Well, what about this and what about that? And what about team placement? I'm sorry, there's no easy way of doing, for me anyway, because I don't have access to the graphics, so I got to screenshot everything.
Right.
I can't pull
We
headshots
aren't cool
from,
like that.
I'm not going to go on the website and steal them because that is copyright infringement.
Yeah, it is.
If I did that, I have a screenshot. It's my screenshot. I
Yeah.
take it from my own account,
Right.
and I'm not publicly sharing it everywhere.
And with those things too, like we had the other day, we had somebody message me saying, "Hey, what's with this? The ISO is different on my gear guide than it is on the infograph for the teams." And I'm like, well, as an individual on the gear guide is for you to look at using these tunes for DD. That's what it's for. DD and or where to level them up and what they are in as a overall in modes. So let's use Green Goblin Classic for an example. So if I'm going to use him in war, having him as a raider is what I want to do. Having to use him in DDs, probably going to put him as a skirmisher. And if I'm going to use him in Crucible, there's a good chance I'm going to put him as a striker. So, and the reason why is because in Crucible, you want him to hit again because he does so much damage and he's so fast. If you can get rid of a tune first and just double tap delete that tune right off the bat, then you're in a better spot. In DD, you want more sustain, but the focus is so high on the characters you're fighting against in DD, you need that skirmisher tag in order to have more focus for your character. And in Wars, he does what he needs to do in war. Like, he just does his thing. So let that AoE give everybody vulnerable. So that's why Raider. So there's three different things, but it's really hard on a chart with an Excel when I have 300 characters on that chart to be able to put this for this, and or you could use this for this, so I know what the one that is for DD on those. I'm going for Dark
on
Dimensions.
mine, it's just the preferred ISO, which if I had the ISO graphic, I could probably put this for that, this for that, this is best for this. But again, that's just...
And shoot, even the way it used to be, I mean, not much anymore, but I remember it when we were doing Doom raids, right? Doom 1 was the hardest raid, and we were using dad bros to take infinite turns on the mutant node.
Yeah.
When you cloned their long shot with Sinister, you know what I mean? You put Fortifier on Bishop, right? Bishop could be a striker because he does a lot of damage, or a raider to get crit chance on him. But you put Fortifier because you didn't want that sumbitch to die. Because if he died, then they can very well ping off your long shot, and then you don't have the double. So you needed him to be a Fortifier, so that way you could get the two long shots and have infinite turns, because if they crit, then they do this, you know. So, yeah, they were like the Crit Brothers as well. So you would put...
Crit Shuri or something?
Yeah, Crit Shuri too. Yeah, and that was another thing too, Crit Shuri. So you put Raider on Shuri because she went first to be able to get the speed up for the rest of the team. You wouldn't do that in any mode except for the one mode that was for. Because there's no way you want her critting right off the bat with her Wakanda team. But when you plug and played her into somewhere, she went first to get that early crit for the Dad Bros to speed up. You know, it was something different. So, I mean, there's little niches like that, and that's just knowing the game. But I'm not going to put that as an overall ISO, because it doesn't make sense overall. It's just in one specific instance that it makes sense. So it's kind of hard to do that.
And now a lot of these newer players don't know that from back in the day.
It's, I want an answer.
This year from here on.
It's that GG Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. It's my ISO and I want to know what it is now.
Yep.
Tell me. Well, you can use this. No. Just tell me which one to put on it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, okay.
That's what
here's
everybody
the
just wants to be.
So that's what that gear guide is for. Yep, that's what that gear guide is for. Here's the most general ISO you can use. Use at it as you want.
Based on their abilities, this is the best.
Yep. Yeah. It's not going to lose you matches, but it's going to help you to win matches. But, you know, there are certain instances. The big one is Rhino. If I fight against Gamma and I have Rhino, I cannot lose Rhino. And if I don't have him level up, I need him as a Fortifier. But if I'm fighting Illuminati or Extreme, I want that sumbitch as a striker, because I want him to put the taunt with his old double tap into that person and then hit again and double tap again. So it's just totally different. Totally different. But again, explaining that is very difficult when you're talking to people by type. When you're talking to people with an Excel sheet that goes to everybody. So it's difficult to kind of, go around those things. But those are good problems to have. These are all great problems to have, because this means that we're right now able to freely do some stuff, which is cool. I don't feel a peach. I don't feel like I'm having to do certain things. Even with my lower accounts, yeah, it would be nice to get this Liberty team a little faster to get them. But on those accounts, I don't have Mephisto anyway, so it's not like burning my britches that I'm not able to get up there.
Saving that for next year.
Yeah, and the people that have got Mephisto and that shouldn't have got Mephisto already, you know what? Unless you're spending, you're going to be screwed. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So deal with it.
Only built to get Mephisto. Well, yeah, now you're not going to be able to do anything else.
Yeah, and if you hoard all this shit so you can get all those orbs and you're not spending because you're free to play, whine about it a little bit more. You're not going to get the tunes. It's just the way it is. If you would have sat back, just cored the campaign nodes, taken your time, sat in a lower raid, moved your way up nice and slow, you're probably sitting in a good spot with around 15 to 20k power cores, able to probably core a few nodes and maybe get this by the time the events open and get to that 5 stars and go. Or core the campaign nodes so you can get more drops of the orbs. Like, there's a good shot.
They have those.
Yeah. There's a good shot you're able to do that kind of stuff. So,
and if you happen to get lucky, which I haven't since this Marvel,
right?
I haven't had 100 drop.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like, don't complain about stuff like that you can't get there because you don't have them at 5, 6, and 7 stars. Well, if you had cores to be able to core, you would, and if you don't have the cores, you're probably doing one of 4 or 5 things wrong. Either you're coring unnecessary things or unnecessary campaign nodes, or you're moving up beyond your means, which I am doing in 3 of my accounts. I shouldn't be there. I should probably still be doing incursion nodes in 3 of my 5 accounts. And the other one I'm doing Doom 3 for my beginner account. It's a little above mine, but it's fine-ish.
Yeah.
It's fine-ish.
Well, and for me, I've been farming nothing but the nodes, all of them. I farm every single node that's cores, refreshes every node that has the training mats on it.
Mm. Oh, which I need to do that video.
Don't have enough training mats to even take my team, my arena team, to 104. Because now it requires from 103 to 104, it's like 200 to the gold.
Right.
You don't get that many a day. Like, and so now I feel like I'm way behind on even leveling up the teams I need to get to 105.
And so this is
and then the gold on top of that.
Oh yeah, the gold's crazy, but this is a learning lesson for all those listening that have not been playing very long. From the beginning of time you playing this game, core your 50 cores on campaign energy.
On at least
every day.
The training mats. I've been farming Mystic Gear
Every
because
day.
I kept running out of it. Even opening all my Teal Gear orbs.
Yeah,
I would run out of Mystic
go for
Gear.
the training mat orb nodes first, and then just whatever the highest nodes are, because they all give the same. I broke it down in my gear farming guide, or no, my farming guide. I broke it down in the farming guide, and so it says what the best nodes are for training mats, but yeah, farm the training mat, all your 50s, all your 50 energy every day, because Miss Sable here never farms her campaign energy, and she's so far behind compared to me in the training mats. So we've been playing the same game for the same amount of time. Her actually a little bit longer than me, but I always do my 50s and she does not. And she's having this huge.
More people all the way max than you.
We already went over this. I was ahead of you in the milestones to 105.
That's odd.
Well, yeah, just for those two. I'm talking about like Invest and.
It's the same number because I'm ahead of you in the milestones.
But that's just from 100 to 105. I'm talking about I have 90% probably more tunes to you.
We'll have to see when we look afterwards to actually count. Because I'm telling you, I have a good majority, almost all my roster. Yeah, almost all my roster is at 100.
Because no, all of my War D, back when we could actually sort by War defense, now you can, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I haven't been leveling them up.
But I've caught up on those too, because I've leveled up things like Magic and, Chavez super high, which you did Chavez too. But, like Magic and some of the other X-Men, Bishop, Jubilee, way higher than you have them.
Which I really wish we could reset some of these tunes. That would be nice.
Dude, that'd be great to be able to get some gold back.
But just to get some of the training mats back and the gold.
Hey, Scopely, if there's a way for you to cash in for us to cash in on tunes that we don't use anymore, you're going to rework them. We're going to have to build them up again anyways.
Yeah. But even if it was like 200 cores to reset to 0, I would be down to spend 200 cores
to get everything back.
Some of these unneeded bulk.
Would I reset my Hydra team? No, I would not. No, I would not. I'm proud of that Hydra team. They're at level 97, all maxed out gear where they are.
But I could see how it would be a problem because the spenders would probably reset every war season, reset everything back, go in, just upgrade the teams they need for war, although most of these people have. If you're a spender, they've got everything to 105 already anyway.
But that's fine. That's doing with your account what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you more, what is it called? It's not latency.
It's like leeway.
Leeway?
More like independent control over your...
Right.
Yeah, because you force us to upgrade certain things for a week's event.
Yeah.
And now what? Now they're sitting there and I'm not used to them.
And say you can only do it one time. You have a one-time cash in with your person, put it back at 0.
Yep.
And
then if you upgrade it again, that's on you.
Or even say put it back to level 35. Level 35 with all that gear and everything above that you get. Or maybe
different cores start at 200 and then drop it down depending on how far back you want to roll it back. You only want to take it back like 2 nodes because you only need you need those mini uniques.
Yeah.
And you got nowhere to get them.
I think that'd be way too much for their computer system. They would be all
They don't even know how to code the milestone event to start right. Because all of a sudden, yesterday it started 2-3 hours early. Started at 10:30.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Since when does this thing start at 10:30? Somebody put an extra 0 in there.
Yeah, instead of 1:30. Yeah, exactly.
But even then, it was supposed to be at 1.
Yeah,
so,
at 1, yeah.
Did you miss up and meant to hit backspace and then hit the... Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. It's really weird the time it starts. Nobody starts raids at 10 o'clock in the morning.
But that screwed over people because it had ended, and so they didn't get their last raid attack in. So they missed milestones.
Right.
And now they're not going to be able to get a 7-star her because they needed to complete everything.
Yeah, nobody starts their raids at 10 o'clock PST. That'd be the worst time ever to start a raid. Well, I mean, not the worst, but it'd be one. Anywhere from 6 in the morning PST to noon PST is a horrible time to start raids.
Unless you are a foreign country alliance and you're all over wherever, and to them it's like 8 o'clock at night or something, and that's when they all play.
Right, but it still doesn't matter because you don't get when events come out, you've used all your stuff up already at the beginning of, you have to wait.
Yeah, and then you're sitting on max energy.
Right. Yeah, it's the worst time.
Yeah, I don't get what
because you don't get, so any time that it would take hours wise to replenish 50 energy, that long from reset is the worst time.
Yeah.
From the time you get the keys. So however long that's going to be. Anywhere in that window is horrible. You should be at reset there within an hour and a half afterwards is when raids should all start.
Plus, that's around the time you're getting payout, so moving people coming and going.
Payout
then
from
the
raids, war season.
After new people come in.
Right?
But then, how many times did they mess up Blitz? And Blitz didn't even start.
It's before events end, so like if you dip out before events end because your raid starts, so you want to go to the next one before this, you're losing on an event stuff. Like,
yeah, they've messed up on a few things. Yeah, the Blitz, having a day and a half or whatever with no Blitz because
that was kind of nice. Don't even lie.
Like,
not even a lie.
That's been in the game since day 1.
Yeah.
And somehow you forgot to program one?
It's alright. I missed out on... I want to say in the last 2 months, I've missed out completely doing 4 different raids.
So,
completely. Like, I didn't even do... blitzes. I've not done a single blitz battle, I think, in 4 different ones.
Which then puts you back on the battle pass.
Who cares?
But
no,
you
it doesn't.
do arena. Oh,
you do arena. Yeah.
And
you just go through an auto before
Warrior, we're missing out on World Warrior.
Yeah, World Warrior not able to complete.
War.
Yeah, because not having war, because somebody blitzes. Who wants to see blitz? I don't.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you like the blitz. You're a new player.
No. I've thought about it for shits and giggles on one of these to just set the timer.
Every hour. Just go in and get
Just go in and see.
See what you can get.
But some of these, the scores on the red and the premium or blitzes, like
crazy
700, 800 million. I'm like,
yeah.
What, really? You enjoy Blitz that much? Or do you just want your name in light?
Zodi, what? Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm like, leave it to others who need it. And if you want to Blitz, then have
a lot of new players need it. Let them have the resources.
Right, but us old guys, if you've got a roster to where you can do 800 million in Blitz in the 2 days,
you probably shouldn't be doing that many Blitz.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
You're being a little selfish.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's a lot of selfishness.
There's a lot of selfishness. And that has nothing to do with scope. This has to do with people.
Yeah, people in general.
Just people in general.
I honestly think shiny. I want it. I deserve it.
I think the last month has actually been okay. That's why we haven't done a lot of videos. To be realistic, there hasn't been a lot of things really to complain about. Battle World was pretty smooth. It wasn't what we wanted, but it was pretty smooth. We got the boss battle at the end of 4 days. That was kind of nice. It was only 4 things and then go.
And if you don't contribute to the boss battle, you don't get no shard.
Which I think is a brilliant thing to do, because there's so many people, I was like, what the fuck, why aren't you battling?
Yeah.
And then they ended up not battling at all. I didn't get any. I'm like, well, that sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have actually participated and helped your alliance.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool.
Just like, I guess, if you have to participate in each zone to get the zone rewards.
Good. You should.
So.
Yeah, they should get nothing. They should get 0 things. Yeah.
I think those who join the raid and sit at the bottom. If you can join, you can do it fucking no.
What I can't stand is some of these alliances. A lot of people that'll join and do a boost in a war.
Yeah.
You're going to get all the rewards everybody else does for doing a boost?
Yeah.
Okay, you're kicked before the end of the war happens.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
But then they message support and they kicked me just because, and I was in the middle of an attack.
Oh, they can message support all they want. That's killing support. I don't care because they ain't gonna see it again.
Yeah.
Or they go in and they just do one tune per, like you were talking about,
Yeah.
per attack just to get the milestone points. No.
So many that are just me. But some of these things, no, we all need to band together. And maybe that's why I'm out of resources, because I'm that kind of person. Well, I don't want to put it on someone else, so I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to do this.
Right.
I got it.
Well, and it's kind of fun sometimes, too, to be that person. Like, oh, I'll try it out. There you go. Let me do it. Like, I know that's fun for me in Vanaheim. I'll do that a lot because, I have some resources, but I don't need to build them because I'm doing lower raids. So my raid teams are fine. But I can, like, just build up a team. I have, like, 60 million gold, and I think I have 300 gold orbs if I want to open, plus a shit ton of, like, crimson orbs and stuff like that. So I'm just sitting there and was like, oh, I can build up this team. I can go in more and beat that team. Like, that's fun. I can just do that. I don't have a lot of cores because, again, I probably don't belong where I am. I should be down a little bit more, or I should try harder.
I was surprised when I was on at your computer the other day, because what was I doing? Kicking somebody or moving somebody and whatever. I was going in. I'm like, oh, I'll do an arena bout for you, and we still have like Infinity Watch on. Then there was some Eternals, and I'm like, I don't even know how to fight.
Oh, that's my beginner account. Yeah, you were looking at that one.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Oh, dude, the hardest team I'm having to fight against is Secret Defenders with APOC and Old Man Logan. It's a pain in the butt. I cannot get through it. And they're like, oh my gosh,
I don't remember how we got
5 million power teams. Like, my highest power team is like 2 million. I'm just like, oh my gosh. There's no way I'm getting past this guy. And that's like,
there's no arena that comes in. Who knows?
That'd be cool. Because I actually probably get that on the beginner account. So that'd be fine.
But, I mean, here we are. Apparently this Mephisto event was the kickoff to the 7th anniversary.
Yeah, I see a bunch
of... to see a blog post.
Right, I see a bunch of gold costumes on the new refresh screen. Yeah. So,
cool stuff,
are we supposed to be getting
where's the hoopla? Like,
yeah.
I don't even see videos from Envoys, because I watched one Valley video and now they're all over my damn YouTube.
Some of this stuff, I think, too, they're just doing in Discord because they want you to go to their Discord site or to their MSFGG, which they don't have a lot of info there. But I think mostly it's the Discord. And it's like a lot of us don't want to go there. We already have all these other servers we go to. We don't want to go to that.
Just like, on a certain server and a certain channel.
Yeah, just like we don't want to go to a different website while we're in the game to be able to check stuff. Like, we just want it in the game. Like, give me a link in the game that I can click on, they can take me there.
In-game message, hey, check this out on MSFGG. Here's everything that's going on for our 7th anniversary.
Yeah.
There's been nothing.
That'd be simple. That'd be nice. I'd be down with that.
Simpler than a blog post.
Super simple. Yeah.
But it just feels like
you know those stupid pop-up screens that you keep on giving us? If one actually had information, that'd be nice. That popped up. Rather than all these deals. I'm tired of the deals popping up.
But they haven't even updated the new Battle World stuff. It now says coming soon. Well, can you put a date on that so we know to plan for, hey, Battle World is next week. This is our plan for it.
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
But there's no date when that's coming back.
They don't give you.
They haven't updated the scourges, so trying to help new players.
Right.
Like, well, I don't know what's required. Luckily, you have an account that hadn't finished it yet, so we went and upgraded that chart for them ourselves.
Right.
The scourges, like. I was under the impression when you got the tune at 7 stars, the scourge wouldn't pop up. Well, Old Man Logan popped up, so if I wanted to, yeah, I could do the milestones for bonus stuff, but I don't want to. It seems pointless.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't pop up. I don't get to replay Nova or none of that.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know why Old Man Logan popped up.
Did they get?
Yeah, because Captain Whalebait.
Yeah.
He hasn't popped up. I haven't seen his scourge in forever.
He doesn't have a scourge. It was like an campaign event.
Oh.
Which is why we've got the
one now. He had a scourge
now.
A bit the first time.
It was like a campaign scourge. Fun thing. It wasn't really a scourge. But that's why we have his campaign event now to earn the orbs to get 1 or 2 shards.
Which is kind of cool. I'm down with that. I'll core that stuff with my baby account to get them unlocked. I'm like 89, I think, out of 100. So, I'm close. I'll get there.
Which makes me think he might be required for Professor X.
I don't see how. He doesn't work with anybody else. He's poop.
Who knows? Maybe in Professor X's mission, there'll be a certain thing that he becomes a mutant, then works with the Phoenix Force.
You know, it'd be kind of
Wow.
dope though. Like if they actually did do that for Professor X, if it was Captain Britain, Psylocke, Black Knight, Val, because that's one of their people, and then somebody coming up to have an Excalibur team. That'd be pretty dope. I'd be down with that because that'd be a cool team to have together.
Yeah.
That really would.
We know this Lydia, whatever her name is, chick is required.
Liliana? Yeah. Yeah. The Shire.
Which I still don't understand the Stargamer team at all, but it feels like it's just a hodgepodge thrown together.
Nah, it's not. Starjammers are rad. But they need John.
The rework on Groot has frozen the game, so if you're attacking with him and you have the Christmas costume, you're screwed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm doing
The
it.
game.
That's it. I'm doing it.
Just like the President Loki would freeze the game, and
Oh, yeah.
that's probably why they stopped.
Was
doing
it
costumes.
Cap Sam or was it Nick Fury that used to do it? I think it was Cap Sam because he would attack into him and he would counterattack and he would freeze it.
There's been a few.
Yeah. But anyways, as far as drinks, so tonight I am doing, you can hear this right here, I'm doing the Rolling Rock beer. It's a nice cheap beer, super easy to drink. Like I said, cheap beer, super easy to drink. It tastes good. And you?
He found me gluten-free Heineken, alcohol-free.
Yeah, alcohol removed, 0.0 gluten-free beer. So she's been able to enjoy a cerveza with me now.
First time in, I don't even, month? 2 months? I don't even know how long I've been
Oh, wow.
gluten-free.
Yeah, a little while. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I miss having like a drink with her. I miss having like a real drink with her, but this will do. This will do. So, but anyways, yeah, cheers, Mike. I love cheers. Love you.
Love you.
Good old cheap beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we had a giveaway last week. That was kind of fun. I like doing those. When I get that Twitch payout, I like giving it back. So I was able to send off $30 to the 2 different winners, and the one winner now we haven't heard from since. So I don't know where that person went, but it took. Apparently that was enough for them to cash out and move away. $15. Didn't know. But Alador.
Well,
Yeah, haven't heard from him since sending money. So who knows?
that's what he needed to
Who knows?
pack his back.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yep. And then somebody else also got a special early Father's Day, late Valentine's Day present.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. I got a new Blackstone grill, so we were able to cook up some sliders
Yeah.
yesterday, day before.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Thursday.
Yesterday, Wednesday night. Yeah.
My daughter called from work. Hey, I got this coupon and it's 50% off online ordering. Would you be down to order a Blackstone? Do you want one? And I'm like, I know Dad really wants one. And so I looked it up and what the price would be. And hey, Joann's is going out of business, so I have my last $100 in my wallet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, well, I'm not going to Joann's, so I can just take my Joann's money and give it to her to pay for half this thing. Okay, get it for Dad. It'll be his new Father's Day present.
So yeah, I got Father's Day early. A lot, really early.
Yeah.
3 months early. 4 months early.
And then we cleaned up and organized the game room so it could be wheeled in and out of there, so it's not stored outside, so it's kept nicer.
Yeah, and she got a little cart for her pizza oven, which is cool. So she can wheel that thing in and out too. So yeah, it's nice. We both got little bonus gifts. It was kind of a nice little week to have something fun. Something fun that we can help give back to others. I love cooking for people on the barbecue, so that's perfect for me. She loves making pizzas and breads and stuff like that in there. Trying out new recipes now with their gluten-free stuff. So yeah, so it's kind of cool to have those things new and different, I guess. Like the table is kind of cool. The table she had before was real low, so she's having to lean over to do the pizzas. Now it's up eye level of us, so she can just shove it in and pull it out.
Well, it was like an end table. It was an outdoor end table we made
Yeah.
with some leftover redwood fencing cords.
Yep, that's accurate.
And so it worked for what it was,
It did.
but now it gets to be back to an end
We
table.
rednecked it for a while until we were able to get like the high class cool stuff. So yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Share in comments anything you might have got recently that was kind of cool. Because I know there's a lot of y'all that have some pretty neat stuff. And especially like over on the other side of the pond, man. Some of that stuff's like totally different.
Somebody had a birthday today.
Yep, birthday today, birthday yesterday.
1-year-old.
Yep, little baby.
My little crocheted frog would have looked adorable next to that cake.
Oh yeah.
I thought about getting his address and sending it to him, but I'm like, oh, that shipping would probably cost a fortune.
Shipping
Even
would cost
for a 1 ounce little toy.
Yeah, we need to like meet the Flash one of these days. Then run it over there, right? That'd be nice. Or maybe we can call our friend's kid and have him put it on a drone and send it over to him. I mean, that's the thing.
That is. I wonder if military makes drones that can fly that far.
Yeah, right.
But if they
That's
make
what I'm talking about.
solar-powered, just even regular drones, how far you could make them go?
I don't think they can go over the Atlantic.
I think most governments have that, but private people.
Maybe.
I'm sure there are private people. I mean, look at Musk and sending the spaceships, the
Bezos.
rockets up. And,
Yeah. I'm sure they have money. Gates. I'm sure they have enough money to do it.
Yeah.
LeBron.
The guy who owned Virgin Atlantic, that guy.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
I don't even.
He was a weirdo.
Gray-haired dude.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but yeah, he was the one that was selling tickets on that first ship that was supposed to go into space, but I don't know that it ever went.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah.
I feel bad for those people about the first ticket to the one that went underwater. That shit imploded. That's horrible. And Josh Gates was almost on that thing, one of our favorite people on TV.
Yeah.
And he almost got on that. Like, that would have been horrible to lose him.
That would have been probably just as bad as losing Steve Allen.
Yeah, maybe.
His birthday was just the other day, though. I'm sad.
Yeah, maybe. Because, like, we watch a lot of shows. He has, like, 4 different shows. But we really enjoy his personality and, gets him around and stuff.
Between him and Mike Rowe.
Oh, yeah. Mike
those
Rowe's
are my two. Yeah.
Dirty Jobs.
We just still got to watch his new, The Way I Heard It.
Yeah, he's got one with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet that one's a good one. But it's 2 hours long.
2 hours long.
Like, they must have been hell of a time.
Oh,
Because that's almost as long as the one with Nathan Fillion, and that was funny.
Dude, Nathan Fillion is funny.
He's so much like us. Like, he has to bring presents. If you invite him over to your house, you're getting a present.
And he
has
was,
a present closet.
He was Captain Hammer, right?
Yeah.
The Doctor. Oh my gosh! If you guys haven't seen Doctor Horrible's sing along, that is like one of the best shows ever. Yeah. It's a super short. What is it, like half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour? And it's a lot of fun.
I don't think we've watched that with our son yet.
With Steven?
Yeah.
I think we have.
Not since he's old enough to understand.
Maybe not.
Laugh. I think he was like 2 or 3.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's
Dark Horse.
It's been, yeah.
I am Captain Hammer.
Him and Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris is another great one. He needs to come back into shows.
NPH is my favorite actor.
One on HBO or whatever we could watch.
Yeah. Yeah, NPH is my favorite actor by far. By far.
Still waiting for him to go on The Voice.
Next would be Ryan Reynolds.
Masked Singer.
But yeah, NPH is my favorite actor. Absolutely. I love that guy. The personality. Ever since Doogie Howser, obviously. But then like Super Troopers, and then his spot in the Harold and Kumar's was hella funny. And then he's freaking what's the show called? He's
Barney?
Barney, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. That's oh my gosh, legendary. Like just amazing. I love the guy. Love the guy.
I don't know why they never made a spin-off of him. Like
that
would have been funny.
He's just funny. He's great. And he's a magician.
Right. Legit magician. He's in the Magician's Club.
Right. Which not very many people are, apparently. Like, not famous people. It's mostly just, like, nerdy magicians. Not joking. I don't even know Chris Angel's part of it. Maybe.
Yeah, Mind Freak. I don't know.
Maybe.
David Blaine might be.
David Blaine. I don't think they'd let David Blaine in. He'd be a little too weird.
He got kind of weird there.
I'm sure Copperfield was, though. He wasn't weird.
Siegfried and Roy probably were. I bet. I think Penn Teller.
I know their tigers weren't. Man-eaters.
You know how to make men disappear?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not fully. It was only like partially.
It was, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, NPH is the best. I love NPH.
Yeah, we kind of went off the rails there, but that's okay.
That's right.
That's what I mean.
Hey, there's not a lot of stuff to complain about, which is cool. Yeah, just get your war attacks done, get your raid stuff done, level up the Liberty team. They actually are pretty cool in war when you have the full 5 of them.
Yeah, they just some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't mind. I had 35,000 cores, and now I'm down to 24-ish.
yeah.
I didn't mind
They
spending.
beat just about everybody. They have a hard time at Astral, but we have 2 other counters for Astral now that are an issue. But yeah, they beat just about everybody. So yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play with. They really are. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to come out Friday or not, but it might. It might come out about the same time that I'm about to stream. I think I'm going to stream probably Friday afternoon or something like that. But I'll probably be doing some practice stuff in War just to have some fun and show people different counters and things like that with it.
Yeah. I need to teach you how to play a video, intro video, and then do your thingy, and then put an outro video and post it straight to YouTube. So you can cut out the middleman.
Wow. But I love the
I
middleman.
know, but
She's
I
amazing.
Up so much.
Well, what if I mess up the video?
But it's not my fault.
She expects me to one-shot every video that I make with no problems.
You will not. You could do it.
I could. Absolutely. Because I don't give a fuck if I mess up for the most part.
Or you just stream to YouTube and be like, hey, check time codes and then put time codes in.
The Friday one, I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to do this straight. And like also dual stream it on YouTube. I think that'd be fun to do. Yeah. That way all the stuff would be on there too. And they'd be able to go to YouTube and take a look.
Exactly.
That might be the best idea you've had.
You gotta put some good tags and some good clickbaity titles on there.
Since you decided to marry me.
Yeah. Might have them every now and then.
Yeah, every 30 years or so.
That light bulb moment, that stroke of genius.
Yeah. Anyways, we do appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening in. It's been we kind of went off the rails like she said, but that's a good thing. It means that we don't have a lot of crap to talk about on the game. The only bad part of the game that I have is that they still not let me into the download program, and it's went moot. So I have no idea what the deal is.
Well, and I actually found the link to apply for it, and looking at the requirements they want you to have, I'm like, but this guy doesn't have that. This guy doesn't do that. That one doesn't do any of it.
She doesn't do this.
Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen that one ever. I didn't even know that one was in the program, and I'm like,
yeah.
But people who actually want to try and help get the runaround for years.
Yeah. It's too bad, and maybe it's just because
like
I got to...
almost all of them are the spenders. Because they're in it, they're spending...
They're spenders, or they're friends with spenders.
Yes, they're way up there in the leaderboards.
Hey, let's rub elbows.
They don't want to show the real world MSF.
There's basically 3 alliances you can go to, and that's where all the streamers are.
Pretty much.
I'm not going to be in one of those if I become one. An envoy. I'm not going to be in one of those alliances. I love you guys too much. There ain't no fucking way I'm going to be able to lead reps. No, hell no. They can right off.
No. And there's probably a lot of behind the scenes that we don't know about. And
yeah, who knows? They probably do talk shit about
drama, and it's just kind of like, we do our own thing. We don't need that.
Yeah. They just don't like honest people. I have no problem telling somebody straight to their face or to their voice or to their video screen exactly how I feel about it.
I don't even care that they want to listen to what you have to say. Like, they don't need to take feedback.
Yeah,
but
if you don't want to hear it, just
involving more people from different perspectives in this game into something.
Right.
Which is what the player's voice was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But they even denied you. No, you're trying for this. No, you're that. No, you're this.
Yeah. You said you don't like the player's voice, and we don't want you in. Well, it's because you guys are doing fucking shit wrong. Why don't you get people in your player's voice that know how to do stuff right?
And now they went away, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were a streamer. Oh, well, you're trying to be an envoy. No envoys allowed. Like, but I'm not. So you just don't like me.
And the players' council now, they're kind of do the same stuff. And it's like, well, there's a reason why certain things are messing up. Is because, they've had to diminish a lot of things that they've done. Because they don't have the outlets to be able to test leaks before they go out. Which is kind of cool for us because it is kind of a lull and we aren't doing as much. It doesn't feel like we're as busy all the time.
Yeah.
But the problem is it all comes sporadically all of a sudden. Boom, there's like 50 million things doing it one time because they all had a brain fart at the same time.
And when you're listening to one person and they're like, oh, well, that was super easy. I finished it in 2 hours. Well, yeah, because you spent $5,000 to finish it in 2 hours. Meanwhile, you've made it that much harder for anyone else in game to do it in 5 days.
Right.
Because you're only listening to one perspective and one idea.
You have to build these people. So stupid.
Right? And here we have how many people in the Discord, and somebody comes up with a new idea, and so we can change. Hey, we never thought of that way to post the infographic to this direction, and and so we change things up.
Yeah.
Because somebody brings a new idea to the table, like, oh, never thought of it that way. That's brilliant. Let's try it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try it. And there's ways to do things, like, I don't know, there's, what is it? There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to do a lot of these things. I don't know where that adage came from. That's a really weird adage. But anyways, there's a lot of ways to do these different things. You don't have to have these certain characters. That's why my gear upgrading guide, I have top 11. Pick from them. Have fun with it. There's a lot of different tunes you can do. If you're asking me out of these 10, which 5 I could take, I can tell you the 5 that I would take out of those 10. But if you're asking me the whole section of Cosmic, there's probably 10, 12 tunes that'd be fun to take. Because they do different things. Like, you're not going to one-shot a lot of this stuff unless you overbuild it. But should you overbuild every one of those tunes just to get it faster? No. Take your time. Take 20 attacks on it. Who cares?
Learn strategy. Learn what things do.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. People just want, like I said, at J.G. Wentworth, man. They want it, and they want it now.
It's the instant gratification. The internet has destroyed society.
Which we're going to be posting on, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
But it has. You can get things instantly.
Yeah.
Which in some aspects, it's great, especially now with Joann's, the only place in town to really get yarn is going out of business. And so now I have to order everything online and wait a week for shipping.
Yeah, you can't go shopping around, see what kind of colors you want. Yeah.
Yeah, and colors online are different, so then you order yarn and get stuck with it.
Yeah, depending on your saturation in your monitor, it could be a different color.
Or they've changed the dye lot. They haven't changed the pictures on the website.
Right, right.
And now you're screwed.
And they do that. Isn't that weird? That's just so weird. Like, you wouldn't go, I mean, I guess you wouldn't go buy a rolling rock today and then go buy another 12-pack of rolling rock. And man, that's so hard to say sometimes. Rolling rock, and it tastes different tomorrow. And I know some of you in chat will be like, yeah, it probably tastes better. But tastes different tomorrow. It'd be the same. But like when you're talking about your yarn, it could be a couple shades off every time.
Yeah. And if it's variegated different colors, they can start and stop different. So each spool you use is going to be different in a different pattern.
Weird. Cool.
Yeah, that's why you try and buy as much as you're going to need, but when you're in the middle of a project and you think 8's going to be enough, and nope, you really need 10.
Yeah, done that before.
Then you buy 10, and then, oh, well, I only needed 8, now you're stuck with 2 that you don't find a project for.
Yeah, you got to find a project for. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, maybe you'll have something like that too that you do with your hobbies. But yeah, it's just interesting to me, the yarn. I don't get it. That makes no sense. But yeah, the time having to wait now to get it is gonna be crazy. That's the part that I'm bummed for you. And if you want to go local and buy it, it's so expensive to buy.
I mean, it's Walmart. It's the only other place.
Well, there's some mini shops too. Yeah. But it's just way expensive.
Their price is $20 a scheme.
Because they have to buy it from somebody who buys it from somebody who delivers it to them, and they have to sell it. And yeah, it's like by then it's already inflated 3 times. So.
Which is what boggles my mind for MSF. You like, it's digital goods. It costs you next to nothing.
Yeah, why do the prices have to go up?
Why are they so expensive?
Yeah, 7th anniversary, like, I like the Liliana that we're getting her for free. I think that's cool, and you can't purchase. I think that's the best thing for that. Everybody work towards it.
Yeah, but the Peggy orbs, if they would do that for Phoenix and Falcon, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Why can't
they? Oh yeah, $25. Give me the absolutely.
All these offers for $25.
Bro, I would honestly $25 and unlock. I would take an unlock. I would take that deal, that Peggy deal for $25 every single time.
Yeah, $75 for the team. I would do that.
Totally.
Versus $75 for one tune.
Totally.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Totally agree. And I would probably be like that third account.
Yeah.
Every other one, maybe. Especially the last one, because by then you've unlocked the first 2. So that last one, or maybe even doing half of them. Do like 10 on each account, 25 on my main. Like, I would split it up that way. It'd be so nice to be able to do that. Yeah. Just to get a head start. And then you
might be more apt to buy the battle pass they come out in, because, oh, well, I'm so close to the next star, this will get me there.
And here's the other thing, too. I could be like, hey, so I know you're having low times right now, and I know you want this character, blah blah blah. Here's a little birthday gift for you.
Yeah.
$10. $10. You know, 2 deals with $10. Super
or even
easy.
sending somebody 25. You know, that's a couple.
Even
of
25 isn't much, but 50's a little.
Yeah.
50's a little. Woo.
When you look at it, and you know, federal minimum wage is still what, $10 an hour?
Yeah, and even with that too, like 50. If I'm gonna send 50 bucks to somebody and say they didn't unlock it, I'd be like, the fuck.
Yeah.
But if I send 25 bucks to somebody and they're like, you know, I had to do this instead, I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna do it again, but I'm not gonna hold it against you. It's whatever. But 50, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's a couple of cases of beer.
Yeah, that is. Damn it, cutting into my beers.
Right?
That's
a
3-4 packs.
dinner.
That's 3-4 packs of my swipe rights. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. It's hard to justify spending on something that's digital that does nothing.
Yeah, it does nothing, especially when it's that price.
Yeah. And when I look at it, I'm like, $50, I can make a cardigan and warm somebody up for $50. I can make a blanket.
Yeah.
I can make a half a dozen stuffed animals with $50 worth of yarn. Like,
Yeah. I can buy a One Ring. Magic.
no, I'm like a one ring what?
Yeah, One Ring. Magic.
Like you're talking about like a
50
one
bucks.
wheel, the wheelie thingy. Like,
I could buy a half of a booster box or a basic bundle.
Yeah. And I think that's where the priorities are a little faulty right now. You gotta look at real world and start to really reevaluate some things.
Yeah, but I mean, like I was just giving you an example of Magic is crazy expensive.
No, but those new chain offers to where, yeah, you can unlock theoretically for $25 now.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
the one chain offers.
Oh yeah, it was what 31 bucks, and I got exactly 100 shards for 31 bucks. That wasn't too bad for the Patriot.
And that's cheaper than for me. I did the 10 spin and got 134.
Right. But the 10 spends 6,750 in
yeah.
cores. That's almost $50 in cores, which maybe is more than $50 a core. So 31 is way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cores I'm technically getting for free because I'm finishing in the top 20 to top 10.
You're getting
arena.
for free, yeah, because you're earning cores, so you're earning money every day by playing the game.
Yeah.
If we think of it that way. So yeah, I could totally get you. If you take it as a monetary, yeah, absolutely, I got you. Yeah, yeah,
And
you're earning
then
money.
that then saves money to spend on real world things.
Correct.
And you know,
Like
then when we have the
Blackstone.
extra, yeah, and then when we have the extra $50, okay, I'm gonna buy the tune and save my cores for when we don't have that extra $50.
Yeah, I know some people are like, no, I'm not doing this team because I want to buy Howard the Duck because Howard is.
I know, and that's who I was really wanting to save my cores for. But then playing with Liberty, I'm like, this team's actually kind of fun,
Really cool.
and they're a great war team.
Yeah.
Oops, hopefully I'll save enough by the time he comes out. But
Yeah.
it's the next 2
Basically,
hours,
looking at the other team saying, you're not going to take a turn
Yeah.
until I do a bunch of stuff. You're all getting taunt. I'm going to pick who I want to hit. Like, it's pretty freaking cool, honestly. All they need is a way to take off Safeguard, and it would be like,
It just screws with those free taunters.
Amazing.
Haha, I can get to the guy you were trying to protect.
yeah, Gladiator, you did what? I don't care.
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
I don't care. Miss Marvel, you what? No, I'm going after Odin, bitch.
Yeah. Which I wonder how they would work in arena with
Not.
a flying taunt. They thought not fast
I don't think
enough,
so.
probably.
I don't think they would do much. We could try
Because
it.
then turn 1, you could get taunt on Odin and start immediately going after him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's in war. It might be in war.
It might be one of those.
I think War Machine's the only one that like targets puts on, but he's gonna go so slow compared to those in arena.
It would, yeah.
So.
It would probably make the team broken if it didn't have an in war.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That'd be nice. But they've done it before.
I know.
They did it with Astral pretty much. I mean, that broke a lot of things. So, anyways, all right, we gotta get in. We're getting
It's
down
been a long
to.
time.
We're almost at 100 degrees in the hot tub here, and that's way too cold. So, because yeah, we're already running hot blooded anyways. So, anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening in. Long video, long audio, whatever you want to call it. But it's the first one we've done for a while, so it makes kind of sense. And it was mostly cool stuff. It wasn't really like this bitch. So that's good. I like that though.
Now.
Whoa, jeez. I know. Sorry about that. I apologize. Oh, did I say it too many times? Is that going to knock off the?
No, because it's not made for kids.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
okay,
it's not
okay.
the first 10 seconds.
And I'm not getting paid for it, so it doesn't matter.
No, we're not
It's only a
monetizing
monetary
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Whew, okay, I was worried. I didn't want to get blocked or
You can say bitch a
censored.
few more times.
Bitch?
Bitch.
I can say bitch?
Bitch, Brittany.
What? No way. Oh my god, I thought that bitch. Okay. So until the next video or when you see me on stream, I appreciate all you. I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
Peace.